Hi, welcome to SAW. Welcome to another video on printing and distribution and publishing and stuff like that. And again, it's only my experience, and I only know what I've come across, what's happened to me, what I've accomplished, and it's such a big industry and such a big world that there's so many other options. I've never, for instance, done a Kickstarter. I've helped, and I may. I still keep thinking like someday I'm gonna do that. Anyway. I mentioned in the last video there's a lot of options, and I think most people know that. There's self-publishing. There's crappy little photocopied zines like this one. I did this last year. I'm still proud of it. I think this has a future somewhere else, but I'm not sure what it is. But right now, that's what it is. And that's how I started with self-publishing. These little things, mini comics. We do these all the time at SAW. Nothing makes me happier. I should go get the box of mini comics. I'm gonna go get them. Hang on. Nothing makes me happier than people making little mini comics and sharing them in the community here at the studio. Whatever. So that option is always there. And who's going to see these mini comics? Mostly people who were here that weekend. Mostly 10 or 12 other people. You know, you're not going to see 300 people are not going to see them. 400 people are not going to see them unless you believe in it enough, make it your mission, and do it. And you can do that. I've worked with small publishers, alternative comics being one. This one was both digitally printed and done with alternative comics in San Francisco. Started by Jeff Mason here in Gainesville. This was Retrofit, started by Box Brown in Philadelphia. And later, books published via St. Martin, and I'll talk a little bit about how that worked and the agent and stuff like that, and maybe that'll be this video or maybe the final video. But the point being is that you have lots of options to get things published. You don't have lots of options to make a bestseller or to sell 1 million copies. Nobody knows how that works. I mean, if you're already selling 1 million copies, your next book presumably will sell okay or pretty good. But the only thing you have easily at your fingertips is publishing. You can print this at Lulu. You can upload a PDF, and I don't know, maybe it's $8 or something. I'm super proud of this book. It's got at least one typo in it. Maybe it's got more. I'm obsessed, maybe even addicted to these homemade tarot cards I've been making, because I can upload files and $30, and 2 weeks later I get 130 cards in the mail. It's never been easier to self-publish. It's never been easier to get your stuff out there. I only make one of these decks because they're for me. If I wanted to make 10 or 100 and try and sell them for $50 or something, I could. It's not my mission. It's not where my heart is at the moment. My heart's all over the place. Anyway, building your network is the big thing, and building your network of people who want to share in your creation, share as part of your in your mission. Early on when I started, I thought there was a natural progression from you self-publish and then other people publish you, and they love you as much as you love yourself. They believe in you and want to hitch wagons, and it didn't always work that way. When I published this book in 1994, a publisher, Michelle Rana, who did Black Eye Publishing, really great guy, came over to me at San Diego Con and said, I laughed so hard snot was coming out of my nose, you know, that kind of thing, and it made me so happy. And I was like, finally, you know, my work will be discovered, and my path is on its way. And it's not that simple. I did a pretty good book for Michelle. We did a couple books. Publishing in that time period was not so easy. Distributing progressively got harder and harder. It was harder for him to manage his own time. And also, I was a young creator, and I wasn't really that good at certain things. So So the path in my head for what it means to be a creator making mini comics, to a creator self-publishing, to some sort of well-received, super acknowledged alternative cartoonist, that path didn't exist. It wasn't, you know, it was a simplified version of what was available, but also what my heart really needed. What your heart needs is, I think, to be seen. And there's some people like Donald Trump who need to be seen and loved by millions, and if they're not, they throw a fit. And then there are others who are happy when their family loves them, or their community loves them, or when they build out of their family and their community to a newer community, a newer society, a larger world. You know, they help create it, they're accepted in it, stuff like that. There's so many ways in which art and our networks sort of merge. Anyway, I'm getting tangled up. I've never been good at distribution. I'm much more interested in publishing. So, you know, I publish this, I give it away for free as a PDF online, and I sell some occasionally here at the school and at conventions, but I don't really pay attention, and occasionally a sale happens online and I don't even hear about it. This talk's getting a little rambly. I'm sorry. I'll end it and then we'll talk, I think, about big publishing. This is a book, this is work I'm really proud of. It's never got published, partially because it was ready to go right around the time of the financial crash, and the publisher didn't want to release it. It did come out in a electronic version, which I was really unhappy with, but it's all my fault because my files were too small, and that's just something something I have to live with. I'm still working on figuring out a way to get this printed, but the problem is that it's a strange size. It probably needs to be printed that way, but sideways, and I haven't found the right option for that yet. I'm gonna try and do a little more research on that and try and figure it out. The digital options, of which I'm very happy normally, they're not as flexible to allow for a sideways book. Not yet, anyway. So it's there, and maybe it'll come out. I think I'm going to end this talk. This was the most rambly one, and I'm going to talk next about working for a bigger publisher, working with an agent, and to some degree, and again, it's just my experience. This is how it works for everybody. It's just my experience. So I'll give you that in the next video. Thanks.